Welcome to chemistry online classes. Last class we have discussed about introduction of alkadiene classification and nomenclature. Next we are focusing on preparation of diene, and in our syllabus we have one diene is there, that is buta 1,3 diene or 1,3 butadiene. So in this chapter we will learn how we can prepare butadiene and its chemical reactions. Now first I am starting with preparation of buta 1,3 diene or 1,3 butadiene. The first method is we can prepare from hydrocarbon, that is from N-butane. N-butane is heated in presence of alumina and chromium oxide at very high temperature 500 to 600 degrees. It converted into butadiene. N-butane in presence of catalyst aluminum oxides, chromium oxide, the mixture we are using. So N-butane in presence of alumina or chromium oxides at very high temperature 500 to 600 degrees centigrade, this will be converted into 1,3 butadiene or but 1,3 diene. So in this process there is a elimination of hydrogen takes place. This is also called as dehydrogenation reaction. So from here, from N-butane, there is a 2 molecules of 2 moles of H2 is evolved. As a result, it is converted into butadiene. N-butane, buta 1,3 diene. This is one method, and we have another method is there from alcohols. So the next method is from diol. If we use a monohydric alcohol, we will get alkenes. If we use a dihydric alcohol, we get dienes. Dihydric means 2 hydroxy group is present in the starting material. If you see here, there is a 2 hydroxy, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon, 1 and 3rd position we have hydroxy. That's why I have written as a diol. Butane 1,3 diol starting material. How we can convert into diene? It is a dehydration reaction. If we use a dehydrating agent like a concentrated sulfuric acid, if we heat it, there is a elimination of water molecule is taking place here. As a result, 3 and 4 double bond formation takes place, and there is a elimination of water. Total minus 2 H2O gives butadiene. Butadiene. So this is reaction is an example for dehydration reaction. Elimination of water is taking place in this reaction. So these two methods are there to prepare buta 1,3 diene. The first one with hydrocarbon dehydrogenation reaction. The second one is from dihydric alcohol 2 hydroxy compound. This is an example for dehydration reaction. In both the cases we are seeing there is a formation of buta 1,3 diene if you take a proper starting material. Next we will focus on reactions of buta 1,3 diene. And we know that alkenes undergoes addition reactions. Here we have a 2 double bond, that's why we call it as it is a diene. Okay. So depends upon number of equivalent, how many equivalents we are using. Based on that, Maybe it may involve only one double bond or it may involve two double bonds. Let's take first reaction, that is addition of halogens. Addition of halogen. So I can take chlorine, bromine, I am taking butadiene starting material. I am reacting with a halogen. Let's take X2. X2 may be chlorine or bromine. So what happens? First it will break the one of the double bond and halogen will go and attack at the carbon such that we get a carbocation CH, CH2, X and one carbocation which is formed. So X is why it is forming here is when you take a two positions, let's take 1, 2, 3, 4. If X is attacked at first carbon, we get a carbocation, and you can see clearly it is a allyl carbocation, much more stable. That's what I have generated, allyl carbocation. If X is attacked at second carbon, then which carbocation we get? Primary carbocation. So among the primary and allyl carbocation, which is more stable? Allyl carbocation, which is formed. Now once it is X is reacted, another X is there in the form of X minus. That X minus can come and attack at this center. And here there is a two possibilities are there, because once carbocation is formed, it may involve in the resonance, delocalization, and this is converted into double bond is migrated between these two, CH2 and X, and now the positive charge is migrated at last carbon. Okay, so there is a two possibilities here. X can come and attack at the second carbon, or X can come and attack at the fourth carbon. As a result, we get a two addition product. If it is attacking at second carbon, now halogen is attacked at first carbon and second carbon. This product we call it as 1,2 addition product. If it is attacking at the fourth carbon, we call it as 1,4 addition product. So whenever we are reacting dienes with halogens, always there is a possibility of two products, 1,2 addition product and 1,4 addition product. Which will come in major, which is coming as a minor, it is depends upon the temperature effect and solvent effect. So here I am writing the reaction. If I react with 1,3-butadiene with halogen, first it can go and attack at this double bond. As a result, we get 1,2 addition product. If X is going for the after rearrangement of carbocation, we get 1,4 addition product. And the condition is here I am using one equivalent of X2. And I have said that temperature effect and solvent effect play a role. If I use a low temperature and non-polar solvent, if I use low temperature non-polar solvent, always 1,2 addition product which will come as a major. If I go other condition, that is high temperature and polar solvent, always 1,4 addition is favorable, because in the first case it is forming a breaking of one double bond, it is forming a carbocation, and immediately X will react, and this can takes place at lower temperature. But the double bond migration will takes place usually at a high temperature, and the whatever the carbocation which is formed, which is stabilized by polar solvent. So you must have heard SN1 SN2 reaction where carbocation is forming and the selection of the solvent. Same condition we can see here. So high temperature polar solvent always will favor 1,4 addition. In low temperature and non-polar solvent, always 1,2 addition product is major. Is it clear? Let's take one example. If I am reacting with 1,3-butadiene with chlorine, what and all possible products we can see? Two possible products we can see. One is 1,2 addition product, and this double bond is cleaved. I am writing here 1, 2, 3, 4. This double bond is cleaved and chlorine is attached. It is a 1, 2 addition product because we have added chlorinate 192 carbon. Plus along with this we will get another product, that is 1, 4 addition product, where fourth position chlorine is attacked and first position, this is 1, 2, 3, 4th, 194th position chlorine is added. It is 1, 4 addition product. Similarly, you can write for bromine what product which will form in this reaction. And here in this reaction we have mentioned one is constant, that is always we have used a one equivalent of our chlorine or bromine. If I use excess, what happens to this reaction? Let's take second case. If I am going with the two equivalent of chlorine or bromine, if I am using two equivalent of chlorine, what products I can get? So if we use a chlorine as a excess, definitely we get only one addition product. So chlorine is added to this double bond and this double bond. As a result, we get tetrachloro compound, CH2 Cl 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 and CH2 Cl. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 tetrachlorobutane we get. So whenever we are using a one equivalent, always there is a possibility of 1, 2 addition product, 1, 4 addition product. If you use more than one, definitely wherever the unsaturation double bond is there, each case it can break and the chlorine addition will takes place. So this is about the with respect to the equivalent and with respect to the temperature and solvent, how the product formation will changes with respect to halogens case. Similarly, I can take other reactions, that is addition of hydrogen halides. So I am generally representing HX. It may equal to HCl or HBr. We can take any one. What happen here? If I reacting with butadiene, let's take butadiene and reacting with HX, and it is also an addition reaction. First H plus will be initiated, electrophilic addition reaction, such that this bond is shifted to hydrogen side, we get a carbocation, CH carbocation and CH3. You can ask what happens if a hydrogen is coming and attacking at the second carbon. If it is attacking at second carbon, we get a primary carbocation. So which is more stable? Secondary carbocation is most, allylic carbocation is more stable. That is carbocation formed at second carbon, which will be more stable. That's why I have generated allyl carbocation. And once after forming the allyl carbocation, again there is a two possible products we can see. It taken delocalization takes place, then carbocation is migrated to fourth position, If X minus is coming and attacking at second carbon, we get CH3, CH2, CH, CH2, X and CH3. So hydrogen alloy is added to 1,2 position. This we call it as 1,2 addition reaction. If X minus is coming and attacking at this carbon, we get which product? 1,4. One comma 4 addition product. So when we use a 1 equivalent of HX, always here also we get 2 products, 1,2 addition product and 1,4 addition product. And here also the condition of 1,2 addition, 1,4 addition product is depending on temperature and solvent. The low temperature always favors 1,2 addition product and high temperature always favors 1,4 addition product. I will give you one equation for homework. I am reacting HBr with 1,2-butadiene. HBr. I am taking 2 cases here. The first one is high temperature. And here I am taking low temperature. So what is the possible product in these 2 cases? And you write which is major minor here, which is major minor in these 2 cases.